Right, so very warm welcome back. We're starting to wrap up our conversation here about the police service. It's a conversation that could go on for hours. Unfortunately, we don't have that much time, but just a quick response from the Deputy Minister. You just wanted to add a point.
I just wanted to add on the issue of corruption that you raised. I'm saying that people must understand that it takes two to tango. The community themselves are the ones that are corrupting these police officers. Because this bribe that we're talking about is from a community member.
Yeah, but we expect more from you as the police.
I said when I started, it's not every police officer who is like that. It's a few individuals that are like that. So let us make sure that we don't corrupt the entire system.
Okay.
By starting to do that.
All right. Minister?
Yes, sir.
A couple of issues. First one, suspended Police Commissioner Ria Piecha says that you didn't give her a chance to talk, to say her side of the story, and you've made pronouncements. Should you have heard her voice?
Look, I've stayed away from saying anything about this, precisely because these are process points, and they still have got to be processed further. But there's no single member of the police service who doesn't know that I moved to establish a reference group. There's no member of the police service in this country who doesn't know that there was a forwarding address for those who had issues to talk about and to be raised around the specific matters that fell under the terms of reference for the reference group and so forth. So there's nobody who doesn't know this thing, okay? And there's nobody who doesn't know what else happened post that announcement that I made on the 1st of October 2014, as well as a circular that went out, I think, on the 3rd or the 4th of October, the same year and so forth. There's nobody who can claim that he doesn't, or he or she doesn't know any of such. But I've said that, of course, the issues arising out of the work of the reference group are to be subjected to different sort of streams for processing and so forth. So the common principle in law known as the audi alteram partem rule, hearing the other side, is still going to apply also amongst other things, even to those who had an opportunity to say something, and those that had felt that had no opportunity to say anything. And so
I'm running out of time. What is the deal with Major General Johan Wilson? It seems as if, and this is what he's suggesting, that he's trying to investigate people that are politically connected, and as a result, there's this onslaught against him, and the courts clear him, an internal disciplinary hearing clears him, and yet there's this move to get him ousted.
My advice to everybody and anybody has always been, including some of the people who call themselves my friends, I've always been saying, if you are faced with allegations, deal with the allegations. Don't deal with the frills around the allegations, because it's not going to help. There is a tendency in this country, for an example, that if you do something and you're taken to task on the basis of accountability, then you must allege political conspiracy and so on. If I differ with you, for an example, and you differ with me and so forth, then I'm going to allege the fact that you're differing with me because I'm dealing with politically sensitive kind of cases and so on. It's a normal line. I've been faced with that line since I came here. You have a specific transgression to deal with, and the response is, it's because I'm investigating in Kandla, or I'm investigating whatever and so forth. I said, no, but there is this specific allegation, respond to it. That's what matters the most. So I would really advise, our members and everybody else, that if you're faced with allegations, charges, or any other thing, deal with those things and forget about the rest of the other issues and so on. Because I'm not aware, for instance, as an example, what are the politically connected cases? Is there anything in law called politically connected cases? I'm not aware of such a thing. So I'm saying we must be wary of such a things, because by so doing, We're politicizing processes that shouldn't be processed.
Unfortunately, and I wish we had more time, because this is the kind of thing that we probably need to revisit, and I hope that we can have you again and then deal with specific issues. But for today, I'm going to have to say thank you very much indeed for joining us and giving us this time to have a conversation with you. The Minister of Police, the Honourable Nhleko, thank you very much indeed. The Deputy Minister of Police, the Honourable Maggie Sotyu, thank you very much indeed for joining us. And the Acting National Police Commissioner, I do not envy your job, sir. But we're grateful that you took it up and that you're doing it. Lieutenant General Phahlane, thank you very much indeed for joining us. And to you at home, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for sending your messages. And I'm going to try and get us to do this again, because I know that there were many questions that you still wanted to ask. But we'll do that again in the very near future. Leanne?